guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Denisha and I'm the founder of the Chroma Network, which is an online platform championing personal and professional development for young women of color through the areas of image, career, and mindset. So I'm not new to the world of content creation. I actually used to run a fashion blog under the name Niche Tyler, which I still use on the internet because it's my name. So here I am creating content under a bit of a different umbrella, but these are topics that are still pretty important to me, and I hope that they can be informative, educational, and helpful to all of you. So as I mentioned, we have 3 pillars, the first of which is career. So I actually have a business background as I studied marketing in college. I just graduated. I also have experiences in the tech and entertainment industries. But my interest in professional development actually developed from a pretty early age. So at the age of 12, I transferred from a New York City public school to a prep school. And if you know anything about New York City, you will know that the education that you received is largely determined by the area that you live in, which is then influenced by a lot of external factors which are most times out of your control, especially if you are a working class person of color. So in switching from one area to the next, I became very acutely aware of the disparities that existed in between these two places. I mean, I was now in this school where the classroom sizes were cut in half. I had access to all my teachers, to tutors, college counselors, academic counselors, college admissions officers, anything you could name pretty much we had access to. And as a result of being in this space and all of the life experiences that I had built up until this point, I now had access to professional networks, scholarship programs, and eventually my choosing of colleges. And though that sequence of events only transpired over a few years, I can admit that though I was intelligent and qualified, and I still am, that was not what distinguished me from my counterpart who might have been in a different environment with just as much brain power as I had. It was that access to resources, that technical know-how, cultural experiences that I was able to build through travel and immersion, and all those professional contacts that I was able to collect over those few years is what really propelled me, pushed me through those doors, and continues to do so to this day. And on reflecting on that, I can also admit that this knowledge is not widespread. It's not part of the standard curriculum, but I'm arguing that it should be. And that's really what Chroma's mission is. I want to push this information out and make it as accessible as I possibly can through as many mediums as I have access to. But I am pretty sure that many of you can relate to this. I genuinely believe that there is no one-dimensional way to be professional. I think that it often gets conflated with stuffy pantsuits and desk jobs and Wall Street, and I really don't think that it has to be that way. It's bigger than that. It's more than that. We've evolved beyond that. We all have a variety of interests and unique experiences that make us who we are. For example, I am obsessed with luxury, beauty, and fashion. I'll talk about it all day. I love to window shop. I love to shop. I love to watch fashion documentaries. I love to keep up with what's going on in the industry. This is what I like outside of work and school and things like that. And I'm sure so many of you have other interests and hobbies that actually make you the person that you are. On top of that, I also love all things personal development and self-growth. And I really am committed to showing up every day and devoting time to becoming a better me. So knowing that I like all these things, I thought it would be weird if I created a platform online that was solely focused on professional development content. I don't think you guys would have enjoyed reading what I wrote, watching it, listening to it, because it wouldn't be authentic and it wouldn't ring true to who I am. So with that, we'll move on to our next pillar, which is fashion. So people often make snap judgments when exposed to new stimuli. It's this psychological concept called thin slicing. So what that means for us is that when we come in contact with people, that first impression, it happens so quickly. It actually takes 1/10 of a second to make a first impression about someone else. So with that in mind, everything from how we dress, how we accessorize, how we sit, how we smell, all of these things send a message to other people. So that's why in professional spaces, you'll often hear this referred to as dressing smartly. To me, that just means being sharp, being on your A game as much as you possibly can. So all these external elements like clothing, accessories, really refining that image is something that I put a lot of emphasis on in my day-to-day life because again, we're sending a message. It's also why I really value and I stress the importance of quality over quantity when it comes to any kind of external purchase. Things like craftsmanship, brand heritage, sustainable practice. All of these things are things that we should be thinking about when it comes to building a wardrobe and really crafting our image. Shopping is, in my opinion, and it should always be a very mindful process. You really want to think about what it is that you're buying, what the materials are, how long it will last. What is the message that you're trying to send when you step out of the door every single day? And I think when you really cultivate that and you become really comfortable in what you like and things that you want to wear and how you want to show up every day, that's when you really exude that confidence that people start to notice when you enter spaces. Lastly, we have mindset, which I'm going to argue is the most important pillar. Self-growth and developing into the ideal version of ourselves is not an overnight process. In fact, I don't think it ever really ends because we should always be focused on accomplishing new goals and improving our lives as well as the lives of those around us. There is so much to learn in this life and so many topics available to master, which is why I do genuinely think it's very important for all of us to be lifelong learners. Also, developing the emotional and mental strength to believe that you are 100% deserving of all the opportunities that come your way, and letting that manifest in the way that you interact with others is really that game changer that's going to get you from point A to point B. Everything starts with you, and I say that because when you really internalize that, the confidence that you exude will be unshakable, and you'll see the opportunities will just keep on rolling towards you. So those are our 3 pillars. If you found me, Chroma, this video, or it found you, either way, that says to me that you have goals you want to accomplish, people you want to meet, and rooms you want to enter. We're all on this journey together and working on becoming the most ideal version of ourselves. So if anything I said today resonated with you, I hope that you stick around. You subscribe to this channel, check out our blog posts on the chromanetwork.com, subscribe to our email list because you do not want to miss those updates, and follow us on Instagram at Chroma Network. There's so much to share, there's so much to learn, and I can't wait to continue on in this process with you guys. So I hope to see you soon.